This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, last Friday we are discussing about category. So the category here in the system, we have opportunity to create sublevels. So whereas in item group, it is not possible to map the hierarchy or sublevels functionality. So in the category hierarchy, you are going to define like parent-child relationships. So you can create child nodes wherever you want, so that there will be a parent-child relation, and you can generate reports. Like most probably the reports may not be exist beautiful reports. You can generate. I mean to say, you can develop reports, your favorite reports in the system. Okay. Let me go to the application once again. Let me recap what we have discussed till now. So in inventory management, product information management setup, categories and hierarchies. In this category hierarchies, you can define the hierarchy. Whatever you want, you can define hierarchy. Any number of hierarchies levels you can create. Any number you can create hierarchies. This is very simple. So simply you can select the wherever you want, you can select that one, and simply you can click new category code, then automatically under this child will be created. So this is very simple, straightforward. You can create categories and hierarchies. Once it is defined, the category hierarchies, you need to map category hierarchy role associations. In this, if you look at this one is for sales, one is for purchase, one is for sales, one is for purchase. See, this is enum. This is enum. Procurement category hierarchy and sales category hierarchy means for this one procurement module, this is for sales module, and remaining all are majority for retail industry. So in this retail industry, look at this one. That's actually like one category hierarchy have multiple, one module actually supplement retail category hierarchy. In this, it is allowing multiple. Look at this one. But whereas for procurement and sales, it will not allow. For procurement category hierarchy, sales category hierarchy, and commerce product category hierarchy, these things, it will not allow. Commodity, sorry, not commerce, commodity. So these three only it will allow only once. But remaining for retail, you can have one hierarchy and you can attach whatever you have created manually. Those hierarchy, multiple category hierarchies can be used, can be created, and can be used in multiple levels of process in retail industry. So the utilization of category hierarchy is huge in retail industry. I meant to say retail module and retail industry, but whereas distribution, very limited, very limited. Few only you are going to map. Once it is defined, so for procurement category hierarchy means for procurement module, we have mapped this procurement office supplies. For sales category hierarchy, we have mapped sales hierarchy. Then that will be available in the procurement and sourcing module. If you go to procurement and sourcing module, by default it will not be shown. Later, once it is defined, it will show here procurement category hierarchies. So once it is here, there is an additional tabs will be there, particularly for item sales tax group. We can map sales tax group. If it is any taxes are applicable, that you can select, and vendors also. Vendors also you can map preferred vendor and this one, because if it is a category hierarchy is created at that time, you don't know whether it is mapped to sales category hierarchy or procurement category hierarchy. So now it was allowed. In the same manner, if you go to sales and marketing module, it will be there. 1 minute. I think it is in accounts receivable module. Give me 1 second. Set up categories, not this one. Yeah, categories, sales categories. Okay, sales categories you can map. So item group you can map. On top of this sales category, we can map the item group. So as I told you, this may not be much benefit from like sales and marketing module and procurement sourcing modules, but it is majorly will be used in retail industry. If you are working for retail module, definitely you need to learn this one, and you need to map, and you need to understand many things in this retail industry. Fine. Now we have mapped here categories. Now whenever we are creating a sales and marketing module, sales orders, all sales orders, so you can map the like against category, you can do the invoice. So if you go inside, till now like whatever you have learned, whatever on Friday, this is till now you have learned. Now we'll try to proceed further, like item linked with category. Okay, so let me show you first without item linked category. So while creating here, if you click line, add lines, without item, you can select category directly. You can select category directly, and you can proceed further. Okay. So if you want to speak, please mute yourself. Otherwise, unmute yourself. Everyone. Okay. So here we can enter category, and you can proceed further invoicing. And as I told you, like in the item group or in the postings, we have category against mappings. Let me show that one also.
But it is not a stocked account, correct?
Sorry?
It is not a stocked account, correct?
No, it is not a stock quantity. We don't have any stock for this category.
So we need to change to the product type, correct?
Sorry, come again.
You need to change your product type, correct?
No, it is, see, without item relation, we can proceed. This is,
Okay,
that's
what
why I
about
told.
what about the delivery type? It is stock.
This will not be, actually, see, the type may be anything, but it is definitely without any on-hand inventory, because for category we don't have on-hand inventory. For category we don't have on-hand inventory, definitely. So let me show you that. 1 second. Give me postings, and then we'll discuss. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
So inventory management. As I told you, for the distribution companies, the utilization of this category is very, very less. Very, very less. But in like retail industry, it is huge. Because without that category hierarchy, you cannot proceed. Okay. So here we are mapping the ledger accounts in this category hierarchy. Purchase expenditure per product we are using. So this usually in the sales also it may not be used. Of course, it is available by default, it is available. We can use it, but this will be used in vendor side if you are purchasing expense items. If you are purchasing expense items, then I can use pending vendor invoices. Pending vendor invoices. If you are purchasing, like suppose expense items like A4 stationery, or suppose notebooks, notepads for your employees, water bottles if you are purchasing, this kind of things if you are purchasing, this is majorly used for expense items. If you are purchasing those kind of items, then we can use this category. And there is one more functionality you are going to learn, prepayment invoice functionality. In that prepayment invoice functionality also you are going to learn about utilization of this category. Because in the invoice journal you are entering description only. There is no reports. If you want to generate reports kind of thing from invoice journal, because if it is expense items, so as we learned, there are 4 types of invoicing process. Vendor invoices can be generated using invoice journal. There is one process. Another one is purchase order to invoice. This is for trading items, or that means purchasing and selling. This is without any items. Now you are learning, like this is actually, it was part of finance, pending vendor invoice. This is, we can use category or non-stacked product. Pending vendor invoice form. So in this pending vendor invoice form, you can use by clicking add lines. This is purely actually like category process is T&L, and pending vendor invoice is a part of finance. This is a part of finance. So here, suppose if you are purchasing some office purpose calculators and accessories, you can select.
So what's the difference between invoice journal and pending vendor invoice? Between the two, I think the objective is the same, right?
Same, but you can develop reports on this one by category wise. Here you cannot, because this is a description. Make sense?
Yeah.
So you can, if you want really, you can develop reports on the how many purchased each expense categories. Also we can track, or if you want, suppose beyond the limits, if it is expenses is happening, you can observe like by simply developing a report, and you can observe like what is going on about your company.
And Satya, what is the fourth type of invoice?
Fourth is like invoice journal, invoice register and approval journal. Fourth. This we will discuss later, but it is a part of finance. Actually, these all are part of finance. So in finance, we are going to learn in detail. So now this one is pending vendor invoice. Actually, it is a part of finance, but the utilization of category, if you want to understand, I need to discuss here. That is the reason I came here. Okay, you can map category and you can purchase non-stacked product. We have learned already non-stacked product. So look at this one. That is item is mapped with item model group. In the item model group, it is non-stacked product. For this also, on-hand inventory will not be visible. It will be completely disabled. You can select whatever you want, and you can map. You can do invoicing. This is also on-hand inventory will not be updated because this is also non-stacked product. On-hand inventory will not be updated, but you can develop reports as per your comfort. So item type service and item type item is available in AX 2009 also. In category,
case I'm not creating the item, like means I'm not creating non-stack item. Can I type directly here?
Yeah, you can a non-stacked item. So can you come back once again your question? If it is a non-stacked item is not created, you can use category. Yes.
Yes. No. What I'm asking, I'm not creating any for non-stack item also. So just I need to want directly here. I entered my queries here. It is possible. That means in pen.
You want to enter here?
Not for item. Just go to in category. Whatever select the category. Just I'm using same thing, and I can giving the unit price. It is okay.
Yeah, you can enter. So you mean to say like you are going to enter the category only and you are proceeding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. First line it is the same thing. I did it.
But if you linking with the different kind of account, how it is possible here?
Different account?
Yeah, I want to link with different account. No need to go for sales account. That is go to investments account.
See, whatever you want, you can map.
Okay.
I think last Friday you have not attended, so yeah, that is discussed on Friday. Yeah, Friday only. I have discussed clearly. Okay, this topic will be covered in finance as well. So I will explain this one. So now we can use this functionality about item also linked with category. Now let us understand item will be mapping with category. We'll see that one also where it is. So is it clear till now? Any doubts? So majorly it will be used in the purchase order process. Means I mean to say vendor invoice. During in vendor invoice I can use category or I can use non-stacked product. Either one you can use it because these items should not be included in the inventory valuation. While doing calculation inventory, it should not include because this is expenditures. So it will not be included in the on-hand inventory. It will not be included in the on-hand inventory. But if you want to develop reports, some reports kind of thing, yes, we can develop. Okay, fine. Now let me map the mapping of inventory versus item versus category. Let me show you that one. So here, if you go to product information management, products, release products. So in this, if you go to products here, related product category, setup product categories. So you can map here, you can map one category hierarchy because for procurement category hierarchy, we have mapped one category, that is whatever you have mapped procurement and office supplies. And what is the category you want, you can map. What is the category you want, you can map. So for particularly non-stacked items, we can use it. Non-stacked items, we can use it. Here you can map. So in this, if it is a sales category hierarchy, you can map sales. Okay, let me take item with a non-stacked product. Suppose take the example C001. or C002. Anything is fine, no issues. So any item is fine. C002, suppose I'm taking item C002. Let me open this item and let me show you where it is non-stacked product, which we have discussed on Friday, where it was mapping is there. Let me show you. So in this item model group is linked with item model group expenses. This expenses is non-stacked product. Non-stacked product. So that is the reason it was mapped. Now for these items, particularly for this kind of items, I can map category as well. We can go to product categories. I can map categories. We can map whatever you want. For sales, if you want to use in the sales and marketing module, you can use for sales category, because we have defined, we have created, and you can map. And for procurement, it is procurement and office supplies. You are mapping. Once it is mapped, then if you are creating this same pending vendor invoice, now if I'm clicking add line, if I'm selecting C001 category item, then automatically category hierarchy also will be filled like this. Item also mapped, category also mapped. Otherwise, let me remove. I'm adding. I'm mapping computers. Click OK. Either you can map like this. If you want to map category, you can map category. Otherwise, if you want to map item, item is non-stacked item only. Here, because this is a pending vendor invoice, this is non-stacked item only. You can map non-stacked item. So for non-stacked item, we have mapped category. That category will be filled automatically. So later on, you can use reporting purpose. So this is about mappings. Okay. So one more benefit from the category, you will understand prepayment invoice functional. That is also part of finance. Actually, it is a part of finance, but I will discuss in both finance and T&L session. I mean to say, in after 2 weeks, you are going to learn. I will combine for few days both finance and T&L. I will combine. So at that time, you will understand about the details. Okay. Any more doubts here up to categories? So, and one more thing, for if you want to view purpose, in this you are mapping like category. If you want to understand or if you want to see more, here we can have two options: released products by category.
But while creating the item master, no need to create for categories, correct?
No, it is not mandatory. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, no need.
So if you want any segregating of the items, I can use for item group, correct?
Yes, that
item
is
group, item group or item model?
Item group, only item group. Not
for
item
example,
group.
one item, like means one group, like for example, I have accessories and again equipments and some of the related to raw materials and finished goods. So everything I need to design with item group only, not for item model.
So you need to remember like the purpose. What is the purpose? Item group purpose is financial postings.
Yeah.
Because based on the item group only, the financial postings is happening. So in the finance, how you want to see, how you want to view the reports, based on that only it will be processed.
So what about in items? If you want, I see based on the item also required in the reporting.
So that's what. So in the system, the main agenda is not items reports. It is the main agenda is in the chart of accounts, how you want to see the reports. Based on the reports, you are defining in the item group. So if you want, yeah, tell me.
No, that's okay. In whatever I told, the finance is okay. What about in inventory level? They want to see inventory kind of detail also. So I need to use it for item group.
That's what item group we can use it, but in the finance I want differently. In the item masters I want differently, means we don't have functions differently, am I right? Whatever it is there, whatever it is there in the item group, that item group is majorly based on the item group only financial postings is happening, am I right?
Yeah.
So so if you want differently, I want to see item group in finance, I want to see, suppose brand wise reports in
Yeah.
finance, like
Yeah.
Samsung is one group, and then Nokia one group, or LG one group. I want to see the reports in like that one. But in inventory I want to see what is the total mobiles value, what is the washing machines values. I want to see washing machines wise report. Then you cannot create washing machines as item group, and you cannot see in the finance, am I right?
That's why I'm asking. See, whatever is saying, for example, in washing machine, they have different kind of brand. They have like LG and Whirlpool. So each report are required based on the in item level. It is possible I can be visible
Item
in
level you can see, item level you can see, but item group level differently if you want. Suppose in finance accounts, CEO or CFO of the company, he want to see like Samsung brand wise inventory, what is the inventory, and then LG, what is the inventory.
Yeah, but in the finance, okay. What about in inventory level?
Now
Stock level. That means the storage person want to see the detail.
let me finish first, Prakash.
Yeah.
So you can map item groups, all right? This is must. You don't have alternative.
Yeah.
You don't have. Now in stores department people, I want item groups as mobiles one group, and then washing machines, because their intention is always this one, whether it is a brand is different or not. I want how many washing machines are exist in my warehouse. I want to see like this in reports. Okay, this item group I want, stores person, he is asking like item group should be like this. This is a conflict. All right.
So they are creating both are the same item group level, right?
Yeah. So item group is only one. You cannot create like this. So sub item groups also not available. If it is conflicts, then it will be covered like you can map category, this one.
So how do they are covering for raw material and finished good items here?
Raw material and finished goods is like it was differentiated by BOM.
No.
Right?
For example, I need to purchase washing machine particular parts. Okay, that's also I want to see separate category and so don't mention the category. I just want some example. Okay, washing machine and create a separate category. Inside the parts and main good, the finished good I want to the separate category. So how they are mixing together?
Those two items are different items, am I right?
Yeah.
Physically. Then do two categories. You can create two categories and you can attach. If you want
Finally, I want to see one report. No need to go for different kind of report.
So hierarchy you can create washing machines. Washing machine, you can map one category, and then whatever the parts, whatever it is there, part one category hierarchy, part two we can create one category hierarchy. So category hierarchy, so you can map washing machine.
Just now you told the category is not mandatory, no?
Not mandatory. If you want, because in the reports I want your requirement is making a mandatory.
Okay.
Because why it was there, your requirement is making mandatory. This functionality is not available in X 2009. Okay, in 2012 it is available. you can make it, because your requirement is asking for making this category hierarchy.
In case this one, I can do the mapping also. That one I quote different accounting structure also, how they configure.
So
Not a
accounting
section,
structure is,
like accounting module.
so
That means part one go to one account, part two to go to one account. As
see,
per your understanding.
that's what actually you are mixing two together. Don't make confusion. Financial postings, whatever you want, that is item group.
Okay.
Financial postings, whatever you want, that is item group, that is freezed. So ultimately, stores in charge or purchase manager, everyone is reporting to CFO of the company. CFO is the final decision maker for finance, chief finance officer. He will take the decision how he wants in inventory or in finance, how he wants. So even it is the purchase department versus stores department versus finance accounts department, if it is there is any clashes, ultimately he, like CFO, will take the decision. Am I right? So
Yeah.
postings, whatever you want, that is this one, item group. There is no second thought on this one.
Okay, the category only related to item segregating only, correct? No need to impact in finance level.
Yes, yes. So it is there, but always group level we will use in the finance. Of course, as categories also it is available, but if you want specific category wise, you can map ledger account also. It is available, ledger account. As I'm showing you in this, we can map. So if you go to, it is available, category level also mapping.
But you did not prefer this link, correct? As per your understanding.
So see, the first priority, let me show you this one.
Yeah.
So it is actually, this discussion should be in finance, not in T&L.
Okay.
Not in T&L, because in T&L it is, the scope is we are mapping or not. Okay. Furthermore, if you want to discuss, definitely we will discuss in finance. Okay. Let me finish. Let close this one now. So at this point, you are mapping this category here.
Okay.
Yeah. So category wise mapping is also available. You can map here. Okay. If you want further discussions, definitely in finance, it is a finance team will discuss more details about this one. So you can map mappings, ledger accounts here. Fine. Okay. So majorly for category, we are using majorly for reporting purpose. Actually in retail, it is mandatory. It is mandatory. That means there are so many functionalities depending on the category you can generate. Now let me show you the major functionality. Here, in this, as I told you, released product category hierarchy, released products by category. You can see, suppose retail category hierarchy, retail product category hierarchy. These are, you can see like reports at a time. It is grid kind of thing. 1 minute. So in this, if you look at this one, for car spare parts, speakers, what are those means? Simply we can see. Because from the product, you are mapping multiple categories. From here, sales, products, speakers, it is showing all these things. If you expand here, for surround speakers sets, car speaker sets. Understood? So this is view purpose, only view. So as I told you, item can be mapped with category, or category can be mapped with item, whatever you want. You can see all at a glance here. Because for retail industry, for retail module, you are going to see all these things. For which category, what are the items? As I told you, the retail functionality, which is making mandatory for category hierarchy. There are many things, many functionalities depending on this one. Okay, like this. So this is view only, or you can add also. So you can map category versus product. From category you can map item, or you can map item category. So here you are selecting category hierarchy and you are mapping, adding a item, you can add. Otherwise we have some more products by category. This is products by category. You can use, you can see. So this is actually like view or adding also. Because in the release product you are mapping category, now you are mapping like you are viewing or mapping multiple together. Like I mean to say category wise you are mapping items, you are seeing items, or you are mapping. If you want you can edit, you can add whatever you want, that is possible. Clear? This is view purpose. This is products by category, this is release products by category. Here products means product and product master. Product and product master is enterprise level data. Release product is by company level specific data. We know this one. So here this is global product and product master altogether hierarchies. So this is hierarchies we have discussed already. So this is released product by category. Understood? This is for view purpose, best view, because if it is item is mapped with category, I cannot see which categories are there. Now it is easy, from category I can see all items together. Okay, fine. Any more doubts about this one? So about this category, about this the total category about the functionality is this much only. There are one more function I would like to explain you, that is prepayment invoice functionality, which will be covered after 2 weeks. Okay, now going back to Thursday session, actually we have learned about item or inventory dimensions. So can you anyone help me, what are the inventory dimensions?
Storage dimension.
Yeah, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group,
Product dimension.
product dimension group. In this product dimension group, we understood color, size, style.
Right.
Okay, and then configuration. Now, till now you have learned these three: color, size, style. Now configuration. Let us understand configuration. So for this, on Thursday we have created release products. In the release products, I have created Redmi Note 5. So Redmi Note 5. So here, whenever you are purchasing Redmi mobile, so Redmi Note 5, whenever you are purchasing, here there are two models, Redmi Note 5 Pro also. There are two models. So whenever it is selecting, whenever you are purchasing these items, if it is Redmi Note 5 cover should be sent. For this one, because the sizes of mobiles are different, Redmi Note 5 Pro cover should be sent. If it is reversely, if I sent material to the customer, it will create problems. Agree with me? Okay, so I will create 4 items. Now I'm selling material Redmi Note 5 set. Here, if I'm selecting Redmi Note 5, then I need to select, it is must Redmi Note 5 cover only. Should not be Redmi Note 5 Pro cover. This combination should not be sent cross, and this combination also should not send. Am I right? Opposite. This combination is fine. This combination is fine. But if I'm selecting Redmi Note 5, if I'm sending along with the Redmi Note 5, Redmi Note 5 Pro cover, then there is no use. Client customer will get angry. If I'm selling Redmi Note 5 Pro mobile, and cover should not be Redmi Note 5 cover. Okay, so now for this I have created Redmi Note 5 set for this Redmi Note 5. So these are items, and now I'm making BOM, bill of material. So I made it. Let me show you. So while creating this one, I have mapped configuration. I have mapped configuration as a component. So in this, see, I'm creating, actually when I have created this one, I'm using dimension based configuration. So in this, I will create master, product master, and I have mapped dimension based configuration now. Instead of predefined variants, I will create dimension based configuration, and I will map configuration as a group. As a configuration as a group, this one, because I want to use configuration now. The reason behind, I want some rules. Should not select cross, means if I have selected Redmi Note 5, it should not allow to select this one.
Just to go that line again. I want this noted.
Yeah. So you want this once again item master.
Go to configuration. Yeah.
You can select product master. Okay. Then it will be updated like predefined. Like there are 3 options. Predefined variants we have learned already for color, size, style. Now for configuration, if you want to use configuration, it is dimension based configuration. It is dimension based, and constraint based configuration you will understand later, but it is more about production. But I will give you a brief about that one later. So dimension based configuration, then you are going to use configuration as a dimension. Either it is configuration with the color or configuration. If you are it is dimension based configuration must be there. That is the condition. Okay, I'm canceling here. Any doubts here? Still I have not completed, I have started only. Okay. If it is a dimension, if you want to use configuration as a dimension, it is must you need to map dimension based configuration. That is the prerequisite. Okay, I have created this dimension based configuration. Like I mean to say Redmi Note 5 set I have created as configuration as a dimension. Now in this there are 2. One is Note 5 normal Note, another one is Pro. 2 models. Okay, so for these 2 models, I have to go to products and product dimensions. product dimensions. This is part of actually manufacturing, but I'm just explaining about this one also. Here Note and Pro, there are two configuration models. One is Note, normal regular Note, another one is Pro. Two models. And this Note and Pro models, it was released to variants. Normal like color, size, style, how you are doing, the same thing you are creating. But here we are also creating Note. One is Note, one is Pro. Normal, regular process, whatever you have learned in the color, size, style, the same way you have created. One is product dimensions, configuration dimensions, Note and Pro. Now, this is till now you have learned in color, size, style, the same concept. Now, I'm going to this bill of material, engineer, BOM versions. So all are items, but here we have mapped all Redmi Note 5 mobile, Redmi Note 5 Pro mobile, Redmi Note 5 cover, and then Pro cover. So I'm sorry, here two mobiles and two covers. Okay, so first one is Redmi Note 5 cover and mobile. This one is Pro and Pro cover and Pro mobile. So for this, if you look at this one, extra, I have created configuration model, configuration group. In this configuration group, I have mapped Note and Pro. Earlier, we have not used this one. We are now using Pro and Note configuration groups. Configuration and configuration groups we need to create Note and Pro. So first two are Notes. These two are Note, and these two are Pro, because mobile and cover. This is mobile and cover. So extra we have mapped Note and Pro configuration groups. So you need to define extra on top of this one. Earlier, whatever you have learned, on top of that, you need to map configuration group. Once it is defined group activated, then we have configuration root. Configuration root. So in this, we have created Pro and Note, but if it is Pro, we have condition now. This is extra information, configuration rules. So here, if it is Pro mobile, deselect cover. Note 5 cover should not be selected. If it is a Pro mobile, select Pro mobile cover only. This is select. This is the combination. And for Pro mobile, it should not be cover. Normal Note cover should not be deselect. That is, don't select. I'm giving instructions. These are rules, configuration rules. In the same manner, for Redmi Note 5 mobile, for this mobile, the rules are for Note 5 mobile. So it should be cover for Note 5 only. Select Note 5 cover. Don't select Note 5 Pro cover. I have mapped rules. These are the extra advantages. This is configuration root. In the configuration root, you are configuring configuration rules. Okay, configuration rules. Now, so if you want to see, you can see here configuration tree. You can see Pro means it will be selected Pro cover and Pro mobile. Note means Note cover, Note 5 cover, Note 5 mobile. So this is using configurations and configuration groups. So extra is this is product configurations we have created. Normally how you are creating a color, size, style, in the same manner you are defining, but extra information what you did it in this BOM, BOM version or active BOM version, extra configuration group we have created and you have attached. Configuration group we have created and you have attached here. This is extra. This is extra group you have created, configuration group we have created, and for that group we have defined rules. In the configuration root you are defining rules, whether which one you want to select, which one you should not select. In this and inside we are defining rules so that it will not mix. Okay, now I will purchase some items and I will try to make BOM using BOM journal. I will try to make it. How it is working, we'll see. Let me do quickly one purchase order invoice. We can see we can do invoice from accounts payable module also. Even it is procurement sourcing and accounts payable. From whatever you want, you can do it. Now what I will do, I will purchase mobiles and covers. Actually, in real-time scenario, we will produce. In the manufacturing industry, it will be produced. Now we are not using, we are not learning production module. So that is the reason I am doing purchases. We can use like inventory adjustment journal or movement journal also. That is not the best practice. That is the reason I'm not doing. Otherwise, if I want to quickly show, I can do that one also. I'm selecting the vendor, site and warehouse. I'm selecting, click OK. Okay, selecting the item. So Redmi. So I'm purchasing Redmi Note 5 mobiles, suppose. Take the example 100 quantity. So Redmi Note 5 is suppose $200 or $500. $500 is too much. $120. So Redmi Note 5 cover. Redmi Note 5 cover. This is suppose I'm purchasing 100. This is suppose $2. Now Redmi Note 5 Pro. Mobile. Suppose 100. This is $125. Little bit costly. Little bit of features are more. And then Redmi Note 5 Pro cover. Usually it will not be much change, but for differentiation purpose, I'm just making 2.1 something. So it may not be finished by today. I will continue tomorrow. About journal, BVM journal, I would like to show you. So I'm doing confirmation. I will do product receipt and invoice today, and I will show you on tomorrow. I will show you the BVM journal, how it is working. Either it should select only note, means note mobile and note cover, or if I select pro, then it should show pro cover and pro mobile. Okay, that I will show you practically tomorrow about BVM journal, how it works. So today it may not be finished. So meanwhile, any doubts, anyone? This is a regular product receipt and invoice. Anyone has any doubts, please? Actually, whatever you are learning, this is dimension-based configuration technology. It is more about production module. But it is better to learn by logistics consultants also. One of the feature dimension. Because if you are doing a manufacturing of items, if you are producing Note 5 mobiles, and if you are producing Note 5 Pro covers, then it will be danger. Am I right? I cannot sell the items. It is waste of time. So it should be taken care about while producing the items also.
Can I ask one general question here now or later?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you show me how to check the cost rating? Go to for like a cost management, you want to verify, correct?
For items related cost it is not required to go to any cost management. That is actually, if you want to understand costing sheet, that is different scenario. For item,
Okay.
you want to, because item cost is through purchases or through production, both cost price will be updated. Am I right?
Yeah.
So if it is I'm not using production, then I will not go to cost management module. Agree with me?
Yeah.
So that is also possible. One second, I will show you. Yesterday, whatever you have asked, I have typed in the WhatsApp group. Am I right? You have asked me. So that is simple. Like if you go to on hand inventory, manage inventory, on hand inventory, it will show the cost price in the search field. So people may not think about if I click there, it will be opened. So if you click on search name inside, if you click search name, it will show the last time also have shown the same. You can see here. If you click on search name, it will open the some other form. So this is the cost price of the item.
This only while doing the purchase ordering, correct?
It is not like purchase order or sales order. System will not calculate like that. It is the cost price will be updated automatically from the system. So if it is manufacturing item, there is one more setup. If it is a manufacturing, that is different scenario. Okay, for regarding costing, we'll discuss later, not now, because I need to explain about item model group in detail, and then I need to explain you inventory closing process. At that time, you can understand more details. It is too early, you are asking many questions. Okay, I'm sorry, but I need to tell you. Manage costs, you can find item price from here. This is if it is a manufacturing process. If it is a produced, then you can see here, manage cost, item price. In this, you can have calculated price, view calculation details, because that is related to, I mean to say, one more, like in hidden cost will be there. I mean to say, what we have to use, like electricity charges, and costing sheet is one more functionality that is related to manufacturing. Okay, there we can find indirect cost. Here I got the word indirect cost. Not only the regular item price, material cost, you need to include, there are many things you need to include indirect costs also. So that is available in the costing sheet. At that time you will go to cost management module. In the cost management module there are many things. Costing sheet is one of the functionality that is part of manufacturing process. You can do it. Okay, so that is here, this one. Here you can see V calculation details.
Okay.
Calculate cost. Okay, this is related to production produced items. Indirect costs also included here. Okay, fine. So I'm stopping here. I have not completed this one. So tomorrow morning in 10 minutes, I will finish this process, dimension based configuration or configuration functionality. So in that case, it is related to this color, size, style configuration is completed, in product dimension group. In tracking dimension group, we understood like a batch number and serial number. We'll discuss another one like owner. We'll finish that one. This one also will finish tomorrow. Okay, configuration and owner. Okay, in product dimension group, there is one more functionality, constraint based configuration technology. I will brief you about that one. Actually, it is a part of production. I will brief you later. Okay, I'm stopping here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. IST. See you all.